Hey YouTube, I'm back and I'm here to do a WWE video right now, but I will come back a little later and do a little lipstick call and stuff and thing. But I'm here to talk about what happened Monday night on Raw is War, and the reason I waited to now talk about it because I have a couple of things I need to address. I need to address Brock Lesnar. I need to address Zelina Vega and Andrade Cien, and I need to address Charlotte Flair. Those are the things I'm here to talk about. And because I have my point of view of it, because it's like one thing I am disgusted with, one thing I don't agree with, and another thing I don't agree with a lot of things that what's going on with that women's division. So we're going to start with that. Without further ado, let's get this cup of tea started. So the first thing I want to come in, let me talk about Brock Lesnar. So he's coming out there and everything. You know, he's the WWE champion and everything. And I'm going, okay, okay, all right. And to me, I just don't truly care for Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is just not my cup of tea. And it's a lot of wrestlers is just not my cup of tea. All right. Brock Lesnar advocate, let it be known. Brock Lesnar will be participating in the men's battle royal, and he like said he don't care if Roman Reigns in there, Randy Orton, AJ Styles, he don't care and stuff and thing. Nobody, he's saying nobody would be able to beat him. You the champion and you putting yourself into this match. They are competing to go up to get a chance to go against you for that title. So what's going on? Like I told y'all when Paul Heyman became the head writer on Raw. Oh, his only concern is he's concerned about certain wrestlers in the back. Yeah, I told y'all that and I got that right. But I will put my foot down, and I said he's still trying to make it all the Paul Heyman, excuse me, y'all, Paul Heyman and Vince McMahon is still trying to make Raw all about none other Brock Lesnar. I don't ever get we don't and like this week we didn't see Ricochet, but I'm going to say this. I'm saying we need somebody good. And I mean not good. We need good to come in and beat him. And there's only a couple people I could see probably coming in and beating Brock Lesnar. Yes, one of them is Roman Reigns. Can y'all please let Roman Reigns be number 30, please? Hold on, let's see who else. Randy Orton. Can we have Chris? Let's see. Can we have Chris Masters to return? I know Chris Masters have put. I remember years ago, Chris Masters put Brock Lesnar in his lock. Not his the Chris Masters lock. And if you remember, he could never defeat him. Only a few people could get out of the Chris Masters lock. And I promise you, that's another person. Let's see who else. I think if he went head to head with Big E, I think he'd be outdone. That's just a few people, but I really feel like it's kind of disrespectful to all the other wrestlers who's trying to participate to get an opportunity for title belts and everything. But I feel like it's like a disrespect to the other wrestlers that Brock Lesnar is going to be in this match. Yeah, and like, let me just tell y'all how I feel about the men of NXT being a part of it. I have no problem with it. I see how, Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT, how that turned out, and that turned out pretty well. I feel like having the men of NXT part of it, you never know who probably could outdo Brock Lesnar. But I'm going to tell y'all this. Brock Lesnar's not lasting. I'm sorry. Okay, now, before I get to the Rey Mysterio thing, let me talk about Charlotte Flair. So Charlotte Flair coming out there, we like, okay, and they said, all right, she's taking off her jacket, and they're going, okay, they got an unknown. No, it wasn't an unknown. It was Sarah Logan. So why they didn't give Sarah Logan that opportunity to be introduced? Sarah Logan has a different gimmick and everything, has kind of changed a little bit, but I feel like they could be doing much more with that girl. Sarah Logan went on that attack. And if you didn't see Sarah Logan attacking Charlotte Flair, that gave me life. This is what I want to see. I want to see people like that get opportunities. She had that opportunity. She was beating Charlotte Flair like she stole something. Now, when she got the robe, and I like, okay, what she said, this is my favorite robe. And I feel like, sort of like when the Riot Squad battled Natalya, I feel like when they broke Natalya's dad's glasses, she should have did something about putting the robe on and walking off with it, or something. It needed to be something that needed to have done, but they didn't, and they allowed Charlotte to beat her down. To me, they are trying to build Charlotte back up again. And I feel like the only reason they're trying to build Charlotte back up again, if y'all know, on New Year's, about at 12 o'clock on New Year's, Charlotte and Andrade Cien got engaged. So if this is a engagement presents from the McMahons to Charlotte Flair, I'm just saying. But that's all I have to say. But I felt like if the bell, Charlotte got in there and stop gloating and gloat boating and had a match, I feel like we would have got a good match. But I hope next week we actually get this match and stuff, and let us see a match. Give her that chance. Now, I'm not going to talk about Becky Lynch and Asuka. We all saw that. That was a ooh moment. Okay? That's that. Alright. Now, we're going to go to SmackDown right quick. So, as y'all know, Baron Corbin has been beating down, and I say beating down, is that H humiliating Roman Reigns, and then he put dog food on him. Well, he was trying to do it again tonight, but like I always say, Roman Reigns always will have backup, and that backup will always be friends, associates, or family. But in this case, it was family. Oh, blood, and like I say, blood is thicker than water. Why? What I mean by that? The return of Jay and Jimmy Uso. So y'all know this coming week, Naomi is returning. Naomi is returning. So we don't know how she's going to return, but hey, it's a return. It's a return. And you got Jay and Jimmy Uso. They take out none other Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler. So yeah, he got back up now. Family, always have family back. So no, y'all ain't gonna try that now. Roman Reigns got back up. And they back. They ready for full force. And they're coming out for revenge. So you now know Roman Reigns now has a chance to beat Baron Corbin and stuff. So if family got his back, oh, who's gonna have your back now, Corbin? Is to have your back, Corbin and Dolph Ziggler. You need one more. But I wouldn't be too surprised that Jay and Jimmy Usos get those tag team titles before the before January or before February. But yo, that was great. So now let's go back to Raw. I gotta talk about this U.S. Championship match. I watched it, and certain things I didn't like, and I'm calling out WWE again. I like in another video that I talked about when I talked about masked wrestlers, and I told y'all I feel like WWE only used masked wrestlers and ripping Rey Mysterio's mask off as an entertainment value. I still feel that way to this day. Right now, I still feel this way. Number one, Vega should have been banned from ringside. That was one. Why did Vince McMahon why did Vince McMahon or anybody, Paul Heyman included, did not say, okay, Vega, you can't go out tonight. This is a title match. No, they didn't. She got involved every step of the way. But the only thing I blame not Andrade for is launching Rey Mysterio for. I was watching this guy on YouTube, I can't think of his name, and he was breaking it down, the setup, and I see what he was talking about. And like Rey Mysterio looked distraught and stuff, but the one thing I don't condone. I didn't condone Andrade Jake and Rey Mysterio mask off, and Rey has to cover his face, and they had to get a towel. Why did none of the Lucha Libre wrestlers just hightailed it for that ring? Why did people who used to wear masks, Ricochet, did hightail it for that ring? Why we didn't have Kalisto hightail it from that ring? Why we didn't have the Lucha House Party hightail it from that ring? And stuff. Why we didn't have none of that or any of the Hispanic wrestlers going, no, that ain't fair. No. They need to be in a uproar next week. All Lucha Libre wrestlers on WWE needs to go and be in that ring and go, we protested. We ain't finna start this show until we get to somebody, a representative from the back, come and say, Derek, saying, excuse me, y'all, letting them say, Andrade needs to be dealt with what he did to Rey Mysterio. He needs to be dealt with. To me, that was a disrespect. But the one thing I credit Rey Mysterio for what he did. When them two was in the back, and they had his man, and Rey went for the attack and got his mask and put it back on. Baby, I don't know what he was saying in Spanish, but I got a funny feeling he said, this is not over yet. It's not over yet. But the one thing, if you want to bring Vega down to the ring, then that means none other. Rey can bring his son down to the ring. Okay, y'all, let me hear what you got to say about with this situation when it comes to Vega and Sionaris and how they disrespected Rey Mysterio and taking his mask off, and he'll have to shield his face. But the one thing I do give their official props for it, they had a towel down there. So, do I think they knew this was going to happen? This was going to be a scripted part? Yes, they knew it. They knew. But when I saw the fans' reaction, the fans was not here for it. Okay, the other guy that ring announced, who is the commentator with Jerry Lawler, he wasn't here for it. But then sometimes with Jerry the King Lawler, I used to like Jerry the King Lawler before the scroll. He's now to me, Vince, go on and replace him. Go on and replace Jerry the King Lawler. To me, I don't want to see this negative. And to me, I feel like he has starting to be like Corey Graves and start being negative. All right, y'all. That's all I have time for. Until then, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel.